From what I understand, she was put on time, maybe to a fault, you know. But I try to just let people be who they want to be, say what they want to say, not be censored, and I do the same with myself. Even when it comes to different words. And that doesn't mean that if somebody takes those extra precautions that there's something wrong with them. I just I just have a different philosophy on it as far as, you're not you're not free if you can't speak freely. You're simply, look, she didn't say anything wrong. I I even looked back further. I looked back to see. I looked. And I was like, oh, maybe it got deleted. I looked into all the deleted comments, nothing. So either it was a mistake, maybe somebody wanted to check out her channel, and when you go to somebody, it's like go to channel, and like right under it is like, basically silence them for put them on timeout or whatever, or block, so you gotta be, it could have been by accident. Um, if it wasn't by accident, I won't get upset with whoever it was. I'd appreciate an email just let me know, oh, that was me. I did it because this. At least that way I have an understanding of why. Maybe there was something I was missing, but from what I saw, there was no reason for her to be put on timeout. And the threshold for putting someone on timeout with me is pretty high. Like I said, I like it to be as uncensored as possible. However, with the internet and the way people are, there are sometimes people who need to be blocked or censored in some form or fashion. If they're just saying disgusting things that are going to ruin the experience for everyone else, especially on a great show like last night. On top of that, speaking of mods, I just started to kind of thin out the mods. That's what I'm doing today. I actually have 18 mods. 18. There's a bunch that I haven't seen in so long. There's others that it seems like every show they are either like challenging me every step of the way, or they're just saying negative things every step of the way. And it's not just here and there. I totally would be fine with people speaking out, disagreeing. I love that type of stuff. Not so much to argue, but just, it's good. I don't like it. I like a happy medium in between, like, dear leader, you know what I mean? Totally censored, and you can't say anything. And, if you say anything about me, I have thin skin. And it's not so much anything anyone's ever said about me, but, I have mods who are just openly defiant. If I say, like, all right, so I'm going to do it, it's just every step of the way. It's like a tug of war. And it's not just one show, two show, it's every show. And it's basically every comment they make involving, what I feel should be going on at the time. So those people, that's fine. It's just as a mod, that just doesn't work for me. As far as the way a show flows, that doesn't work for me. Where a mod is kind of like having a tug of war with me the whole time, every show. I can't have that. And at the same time, I love these people. You're still 100% welcome. In fact, I'd love it if you would call me and we could talk. And maybe there's always two sides to every story, so we could maybe have a better understanding. And of maybe I'll understand better why you do that, and we can make you a mod again. But for now, for the people that I kind of feel that with, which isn't many, it's a very small number, but just thinning down the mods. There's just so many mods, and I got 3 copyright strikes in one. 2 claims, actually 3 claims, or 1 looks like it might be a strike. So 2 were because of the music. I expected that, which is why I was like, you know what? Right now, it's the beginning of the show. It's still filling up. There's no call-in yet, so I was kind of feeling dead air. And I figured, in the morning I would just edit that part out, which is exactly what I did. It was basically the first half hour I had, some Johnny Cash and and waiting for it. And I just basically those first 30 seconds were taken out. I edited that. It's right now in the process. It's processing. But so I think by now maybe it should be gone. So that'll take care of that. That won't be a problem. But then there was somebody who said that they were abused and there was hateful content, which anybody who was there last night, there was no hateful content. And this is either one of two things. It's either somebody, or one of three things. Somebody who might have been sent over from somebody who views himself as a adversary of mine, even though I don't have any adversaries right now. Maybe they were sent over. This is the second video in a row that's had some BS report of hateful content and the typical crap that they try to do to mess with your channel. That it doesn't work in the end. It's pretty obvious what's going on. So either it's someone that was sent over. I don't think that's what it is, but it could be that. Or it could be somebody who basically
If you could send me that, I'd really appreciate it.
just, I don't know, people get kicks out of doing things like that, and maybe I don't know, just somebody who just like I was thinking maybe the guy that I called out originally for stolen, maybe one of the guys, there was like two different guys that I totally bitched out on the show, but this is a while ago, for stolen valor. Then on Memorial Day, there was a guy who, but then again, when I looked, you can see everyone who was that watched the show live, even if they didn't comment, you can still get that information. And I know that guy's screen name, and he wasn't in there. So I don't think it was him, because it was the Stolen Valor, two Stolen Valor guys from before. And then recently, as far as Memorial Day, somebody calling in saying that veterans deserve to die on Memorial Day, and saying that so did my mother, who is dead, and that's messed up. So I let him have it, of course, live. He even called yesterday and then pretended that I was, because I called him back, not knowing it was him. I thought it was a caller, and it ended up being him. I knew right away with his, fake gangster voice. And I can pick out the fake ones pretty easy. But it looks like there's no notifications because I'm not getting a lot of there's not that many people here. So I just want to get everything on this list. So so I watched the chat, and like I said, I'm really easygoing. I believe in not censoring anybody. I believe in people having their opinion and all that. Especially if you're not a mod, it's almost impossible to be put on timeout like Whitetail was. She shouldn't have been, unless there's something I don't know that I missed. And even then, it would have to be something pretty bad to put her on timeout, or something like that. The situation for timeouts for me is like if someone's like spamming, So if you're not a mod, it's really, and if you are a mod, it's basically the same thing. You just have some added responsibilities, of course, and help the show run great, and you guys help out with some of the riffraff trolls and things like that. But basically, I don't have any rules besides, I trust you guys to be able to delete the comments and all that shouldn't be there. And I trust you guys to bring to my attention somebody who should maybe be blocked or timed out. But then again,
So, okay, let me get this information out there quick. Okay, so if you guys want to help her, please text or call this phone number. 77. This phone keeps dying. So what to call is 774-303-5555 to help Awake and Aware. We want to get her a place to sleep tonight. If you guys could just text or call that phone number, I'm gonna throw in, of course, and if anybody can help her out, she was the last caller from last night's show. I tried to get in touch with her last night, I couldn't, and then when I woke up this morning, she had texted me back around like 4:45, 5 in the morning. I had already fallen asleep. So if you guys could please help her out, if you can't, I understand. I'm not in any position to really be helping anybody, but I'm in a real tough situation. My car just got totaled, and it might not even get covered because it's a long story, but it's crazy. Maybe I'll do a video on it. But when a mod is in need and a great person, and after hearing her last night, she was the last caller. It'd be great to help her out. It's awake and aware. So you guys might be able to get in touch with her yourself just by going to the chat from last night, look for Awake and Aware, and click it. But if you mention my daughter, there's going to be problems. I just want to say that because I've already had 2 people mention my daughter in the background. Like, I'm a single father that works